Whether if it's for speedrunning or some casual play in Dark Souls, it's fairly convenient to be able to use more souls or humanity than you actually have. Thankfully, with the quality of life improvement to use multiple items at once introduced in the remaster, we can do just that. With some interesting interactions within the menus, we can use the quantity usage glitch to carry over the maximum value from one menu to another, including into the use item menu, yielding an opportunity for nearly infinite souls and humanity. However, the only items that can benefit from this glitch are those that can naturally use multiple at a time, namely humanity, twin humanity, and all of the regular souls, ranging from the soul of a lost undead up to the soul of a great hero. This unfortunately rules out any items that have confirmation prompts, like boss and firekeeper souls. Some convenient options if starting up a new run include the humanity you get from beating the Asylum Demon, or any other boss, the soul of a lost undead immediately after Asylum Demon and before Firelink, the soul of a proud knight at the undead dragon in the Valley of Drakes, a soul of the hero in a cage near Big Hat Logan in Sen's Fortress, and for the biggest and most inconvenient of them all, the soul of a great hero in Lost Izalith, or where you first meet Seath. Once you have the item that you want to use, you then need to choose which interface you'll take the maximum value of to perform the glitch with. Pretty much any interface where you get to select a quantity will work, including the value from a use item interface in your inventory, a value from the drop interface, as well as the value from the buy option at an NPC. Ammunition is useful in all of these cases since those have a quantity limit of 999 and can easily be bought from merchants. In all of these interfaces, you don't have to actually perform the action or even view the maximum value, but merely open the prompt. And there's even a special case when you start or continue a save where you get a default max value of 99 that can be used to perform the glitch. With our max value stored, we can now move to the final step where we can manipulate the game into using one of these max values in a new interface by overlapping either the brightness or quick game menu over our inventory. There are a few setups to accomplish this, starting with a convenient one that can use just a controller. First, we move our chosen item to the top of our inventory. Next, we navigate to the system menu ready to select brightness, and immediately after selecting brightness, we navigate to the inventory screen using right bumper to cycle the menu to the right. You should now see an inventory screen overlaid with the brightness menu. If you see either the standard inventory or brightness screen, you can just start back at the system screen and try again. Using a controller, it's rather convenient to retry numerous times in short succession. Almost too easy, as you might accidentally back out of the glitch state. Thankfully, as long as you didn't completely back out of the system menu, you can just select brightness again. And actually, from this state, you can also navigate to the quick game menu for a different setup, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Once you have the brightness screen overlapping the inventory screen, we can interact with both menus at the same time. From here, we can select the top item in our inventory to open yet another overlapping prompt. Our goal here is to select use item from the middle prompt and defaults from the top prompt. Since our inputs are controlling both prompts at the same time, we need to be clever about how we navigate. If we just navigate to defaults like normal, we'll get drop item from the middle prompt. Some options here include pressing down and right at the same time, which will only move the brightness prompt and leave you on use item in the middle prompt, holding down to get multiple movements on the middle prompt and only one movement on the brightness prompt, or an easy way if you have a mouse is just hovering over defaults while the middle prompt is on use item. Just be sure not to click with the mouse. You should be able to tell if everything's aligned correctly if you can still see the top of the orange selection box indicating that use item is still selected. Now, confirming the prompt should select use item and defaults at the same time, and you should be greeted with the standard quantity prompt for using the item. However, the maximum value should be the new value that you've chosen. While that should be the glitch complete, there's one other setup worth looking at as well if you have a mouse handy. From the same system screen, you can also get an overlapped quick game menu by cycling the menu to the right immediately before selecting quick game. From here, you can navigate and scroll your inventory with the mouse, removing the need for arranging your inventory beforehand. You can then click on any item to open its prompt, and while you can't see a glimpse of the orange selection box like before, you can however read what option you're on from the top left. If at any point you do get a quantity prompt, but not the one you want, you will need to start back from selecting your desired max value again before trying to navigate the overlap prompts. As you can see, these are just a few of the ways to execute the glitch, as all you need is a way to get the overlap prompts for the brightness or quick game menus. You can actually use a mix and match of these steps and other navigation to accomplish the same, so find whatever is the most comfortable to you. All should get you to the same end result, and are pretty fun to mess around with regardless. You could even use these same setups to navigate to drop instead of use item, However, sadly there are additional sanity checks that don't make that useful. For that, you'll need a similar but different glitch that involves negative quantities.